about this coming out of this FTC investigation here, but Amazon's saying, look, the purpose of Project Nessie was to try and stop their price matching.
Your phone buzzes, a massive Amazon charge, a text message, an account lockout, all within 30 seconds. Someone just hijacked your digital life using a vulnerability that didn't even exist 6 months ago. The e-commerce landscape of 2026 has evolved into the most dangerous financial environment in modern history. Between aggressive corporate algorithms designed to drain your wallet and AI-powered syndicates exploiting your Prime account, the retail giant has become a hunting ground. That's why I am exposing the 10 worst Amazon traps destroying customers right now in 2026. Let's get into it. Number 10. Project Nessie, the billion-dollar algorithmic tax. When you open the Amazon application to buy a simple household item, you assume the price on the screen is dictated by basic supply and demand. You assume the corporation is offering you a fair market rate. You are completely wrong. Behind the clean white interface, an aggressive predatory algorithm codenamed Project Nessie is silently extracting maximum capital from your bank account. In late 2025 and 2026, the Federal Trade Commission fully exposed Project Nessie as an automated market manipulation engine. This was not a simple price-matching tool. It was a sophisticated artificial intelligence crawler designed to test the behavioral limits of the entire global internet. It operated on a highly advanced predictive heuristic model. Amazon's web crawlers continuously monitored millions of price points across competitors like Target and Walmart. Nessie recognized that these competitors utilized simplistic, rule-based pricing software. If Amazon dropped a price, the competitor automatically matched it. Nessie weaponized this predictable behavior. The algorithm would calculate the exact mathematical probability that a competitor would follow an Amazon price increase. When the confidence interval was high, Amazon deliberately inflated the price of an item. The competitor's automated bot would detect the Amazon increase and dutifully raise their own price to match it. Because the competitor matched the hike, the consumer had absolutely nowhere else to go to find a cheaper alternative. Amazon would then hold the artificially inflated price, forcing you to pay a massive invisible tax. If the competitor failed to match the price increase, Nessie instantly rolled the Amazon price back down to its original state, erasing the evidence. There was zero human intervention. The algorithm colluded with competitors through pure code, triggering a massive feedback loop that artificially ratcheted retail prices higher across the entire digital economy. Internal corporate documents revealed that executives referred to this algorithm as an unspoken cancer, yet they kept it running because it was incredibly lucrative. Project Nessie extracted over $1 billion in excess, unearned profits directly from the pockets of working-class consumers. You did not pay for a product, you paid a mandatory algorithmic tax. Project Nessie manipulates your wallet in broad daylight, but the psychological trap at number 9 tricks you into signing away your bank account without your consent. Number 9. The challenged enrollment Prime trap. The American consumer believes that a digital subscription requires explicit, informed consent. You assume that when a company deducts $139 from your checking account every single year, you must have actively requested the service. In 2026, the Federal Trade Commission secured an unprecedented $2.5 billion settlement against Amazon for proving that this assumption is a corporate illusion. Millions of consumers are receiving $51 refund checks in the mail right now because they were victims of a deliberate user interface weapon known as the challenged enrollment flow. Amazon did not ask you to join Prime. They used advanced behavioral psychology and cognitive misdirection to trick your brain into authorizing the charge. When you navigated to the single-page checkout to finalize a purchase, Amazon deployed specific dark patterns. A dark pattern is a user interface design maliciously crafted to trick the human eye. The button offering free 2-day shipping was massive, centrally located, and painted in a high-contrast, bright yellow color that naturally draws the human optical tracking system. Hidden beneath this massive button, in a microscopic, low-contrast gray font that blended perfectly into the white background, was the legal disclosure stating that clicking the yellow button instantly enrolled you in an automatically renewing annual Prime subscription. Amazon weaponized your cognitive processing speed. They know the average consumer scans a checkout page in less than 3 seconds. They engineered the visual hierarchy of the screen to ensure your eyes completely skip the legal terms. You clicked the button because you wanted your package quickly. You inadvertently authorized a permanent drain on your debit card. The corporation intentionally designed their digital architecture to bypass your express informed consent. They treated your bank account as an open reservoir, utilizing visual tricks to extract recurring revenue from consumers who never wanted the service in the first place. If you were shocked by the Project Nessie tax or the Prime trap, hit that like button right now. It tells the algorithm we need to expose this truth to more consumers. The checkout screen manipulates your eyes, but the terrifying impersonation scam at number 8 uses the threat of the federal government to break your biological defenses. Number 8. The 48-hour impersonation scam. In late November 2025 and stretching deep into 2026, the Federal Bureau of Investigation and Amazon released a joint warning regarding a massive, highly coordinated cyber attack wave targeting over 300 million active users. It is known as the 48-hour impersonation scam, and it completely bypasses your digital antivirus software by attacking your nervous system directly. You receive a high-priority email or text message that flawlessly, perfectly replicates an official Amazon performance notification. It features the exact corporate hex colors, the precise logo, and the exact typography used by the Amazon security team. The subject line is designed to trigger a massive adrenaline spike in your brain. Urgent, fraudulent firearms. Purchase detected, account suspension in 48 hours. The message claims your saved credit card was just used to purchase $3,000 worth of illegal contraband, and that your details have been forwarded to federal law enforcement. The email provides a massive red button to cancel order and verify identity. When humans face an immediate, high-stakes threat from a perceived authority, the amygdala hijacks the brain. Your critical thinking shuts down. Your fight-or-flight response activates. You do not check the sender's email address. You do not notice the slight misspelling in the domain name. You click the link in a state of absolute terror. The link directs you to a perfect pixel-for-pixel clone of the Amazon login portal hosted on a malicious proxy server. The moment you frantically type your username and password to stop the fake transaction, the criminals capture your raw credentials in plain text. They immediately use your data to log into your real account, lock you out by changing the recovery email, and drain your saved payment methods. TransUnion reported that these digital account takeovers skyrocketed by 141% due to these exact psychological tactics. Criminals do not hack computers anymore. They hack your fear. The fake email uses sheer terror, but the physical store illusion at number 7 proves that Amazon's greatest technological achievement is a complete fabrication. Number 7. The Just Walkout surveillance lie. For years, Amazon heavily promoted their revolutionary Just Walkout grocery store technology as the pinnacle of artificial intelligence and computer vision. They built massive physical retail locations packed with ceiling sensors. They promised a frictionless utopian shopping experience. You scan your phone at the entrance, grab an apple off the shelf, and simply walk out the front door. The advanced artificial intelligence would calculate your physical movements and automatically bill your account. It was hailed as a technological miracle. In reality, it was a massive, highly coordinated mechanical illusion powered by cheap human labor and invasive physical surveillance. Amazon recently admitted that their so-called artificial intelligence was actually powered by a localized army of over 1,000 low-wage human workers sitting in massive server farms in India. When you walked through the aisles of the grocery store, you were not interacting with a machine learning algorithm. You were being physically watched by human eyes through a massive grid of high-definition cameras. These remote workers manually reviewed the video feeds in real time, tracking your precise physical movements, watching your hands, and manually clicking the items you picked up to add them to your digital cart. Amazon harvested massive amounts of invasive data, including your biometric gait, your facial expressions, and your hesitation patterns in front of specific shelves under the complete guise of automated convenience. The corporation lied about the structural mechanics of their technology to condition the public into accepting absolute, unbroken physical surveillance. They normalized the idea of walking into a room filled with cameras and giving up your physical privacy in exchange for saving 90 seconds at a checkout register. The physical surveillance is terrifying, but the algorithmic extortion at number 6 forces you to pay an Amazon tax even when you shop at a completely different store. Number 6. The Buy Box Extortion Surcharge. When you look at an Amazon product page, your eyes are naturally drawn to the white rectangular box on the right side of the screen containing the Add to Cart and Buy Now buttons. This is called the Buy Box. It accounts for 98% of all sales on the entire platform. If a third-party seller loses access to the buy box, their business instantly dies. Amazon uses this structural leverage to control the pricing dynamics of the entire internet. The Federal Trade Commission exposed Amazon's strict algorithmic enforcement of a most favored nation policy. Amazon deploys aggressive web crawlers to constantly monitor the internet. If a small business sells a coffee maker on Amazon for $50, but offers that exact same coffee maker on their own independent website for $40, Amazon's algorithm instantly detects the price discrepancy. The algorithm immediately punishes the seller by stripping them of the Amazon buy box. Their sales drop to zero overnight. To regain access to the buy box, the seller must raise the price on their independent website to match the inflated Amazon price. But here is the structural trap. Sellers cannot lower their Amazon price to $40 because Amazon charges them massive, mandatory fulfillment by Amazon (FBA) fees. These corporate fees often consume 30 to 40% of the total item cost. To survive and remain profitable, the seller must maintain the high $50 price point on Amazon to cover the corporate tax. Because Amazon's algorithm punishes them for offering discounts anywhere else, the seller is forced to artificially raise their prices across the entire global internet. When you buy a product directly from a mom-and-pop website, you are paying a massive, invisible Amazon surcharge that was baked into the price by a punitive algorithm you cannot even see. The buy box manipulates global retail pricing, but the digital labyrinth at number 5 was engineered by behavioral psychologists to keep you trapped forever. Number 5. The Roach Motel Cancellation Labyrinth. In the analog world, if you want to cancel a subscription, you walk up to a counter and tell the clerk you are done. In the digital ecosystem controlled by Amazon, canceling a Prime membership was engineered to be a psychological endurance test. Internal corporate documents revealed that Amazon explicitly codenamed this structural trap Project Iliad. Amazon deliberately designed the Prime cancellation architecture to function as a digital Roach motel, incredibly easy to enter with a single click, but mathematically impossible to leave without navigating a maze of cognitive friction. The Federal Trade Commission sued Amazon for blatantly violating the Restore Online Shoppers Confidence Act, exposing the exact mechanics of the trap. When a consumer decided to cancel their recurring $139 charge, they had to navigate through a minimum of 6 confusing screens. Each screen was designed by behavioral psychologists to break the user's resolve. Amazon weaponized visual misdirection. The buttons required to proceed with the cancellation were minimized, placed in the bottom corners of the screen, and painted in muted, low-contrast gray tones. Conversely, the buttons to keep my membership or remind me later were massive, centrally located, and painted in bright, highly stimulating yellow and orange colors. The text on the screen utilized double negatives and confusing syntax designed to make the user accidentally click the wrong button and abort the cancellation process. Amazon ran A/B tests on millions of users to determine the exact threshold of digital frustration required to make a human being give up and close the browser tab. They intentionally inflicted psychological fatigue on their own customers to artificially inflate their subscription retention numbers. You were not a valued member, you were a hostage trapped in a user interface cage. Which one of these 10 traps, from the 48-hour cancellations, hits closest to home for you? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. The digital labyrinth traps your subscription, but the physical supply chain at number 4 ships a lethal counterfeit directly to your front door. Number 4. The commingled inventory counterfeit roulette. When you purchase a premium water filter, a baby car seat, or a vital medical supplement on Amazon, you naturally navigate to the official manufacturer's brand page. You see the verified reviews. You click the buy button. You assume you are purchasing a safe, heavily regulated product directly from the source. Instead, you receive a toxic, unregulated counterfeit that poisons your family. This happens because of a highly dangerous, cost-saving logistics protocol inside Amazon's massive fulfillment centers known as stickerless commingled inventory. To save millions of dollars in warehouse shelf space and operational logistics, Amazon does not separate inventory by the seller. If 50 different third-party sellers all offer the exact same brand of water filter, Amazon takes every single filter from all 50 sellers and dumps them into the exact same physical bin. They are entirely commingled. A criminal syndicate operating out of a foreign country manufactures 10,000 identical-looking counterfeit water filters using highly toxic, uncured industrial plastics and heavy metals. They ship these counterfeits to an Amazon fulfillment center under a shell company name. Amazon warehouse workers take these toxic fakes and dump them directly into the massive communal bin containing the real, safe filters provided by the official brand. When you log on to the official brand page and purchase the item, the warehouse worker walks to the commingled bin, reaches inside, and grabs whatever box is sitting on top. It is a massive game of physical Russian roulette. You pay the premium price for the official product, the legitimate brand gets credited for the sale, but the physical item shipped to your house is a lethal counterfeit pulled from a contaminated bin. Amazon sacrifices the physical safety of their customers to optimize their internal warehouse storage metrics, forcing you to absorb the life-threatening risk of their broken supply chain. The supply chain mixes real and fake, but the voice on the phone at number 3 uses artificial intelligence to impersonate the corporation itself. Number 3, the fake customer support AI deepfake. Amazon makes it intentionally difficult to find a direct customer service phone number on their website. They bury the contact information deep inside automated help menus, forcing you to interact with useless text chatbots to save money on human call centers. When customers experience a severe billing issue, they become frustrated. They open Google and type Amazon customer service phone number. This behavioral pattern is exactly what the global cyber syndicates rely on. The scammers purchase highly targeted, expensive sponsored advertisements on search engines. These malicious ads appear at the absolute top of the search results, displaying a toll-free number alongside the official Amazon logo. When you call the number, you do not reach a scammer in a crowded, noisy boiler room. You reach an advanced agentic artificial intelligence voice bot. The bot sounds exactly like a professional, highly trained American support agent. It perfectly mimics the corporate cadence, the hold music, and the empathetic tone of a legitimate representative. The AI bot tells you that your account is currently under attack by foreign hackers. It instructs you that to secure your account and process an immediate refund, you must download a secure remote diagnostic tool to your laptop or smartphone. In a state of panic, you download the software. You just granted a criminal syndicate total remote root access to your machine. The AI bot keeps you distracted on the phone, apologizing for the inconvenience, while human hackers operating behind the black screen silently open your web browser, steal your saved session cookies, bypass your banking passwords, and initiate massive wire transfers to offshore accounts. You lose your entire life savings because you trusted a synthetic voice that sounded exactly like the corporation. The AI bot steals your cookies, but the terrifying digital bypass at number 2 completely shatters the most secure protocol your bank ever invented. Number 2, the multi-factor authentication bypass. For years, cybersecurity experts told you that two-factor authentication was the ultimate shield. They promised that even if a hacker stole your password, your account was perfectly safe because the criminal could not access the 6-digit SMS code sent directly to your physical cell phone. In 2026, the syndicates shattered this illusion permanently using a devastating protocol called the adversary in the middle framework. You receive a highly convincing email claiming your Amazon package cannot be delivered due to an address error. The email contains a QR code or a tracking link. You click it. The link directs you to a flawless proxy server that looks and operates exactly like the official Amazon login page. You type your email address and your password into the fake site. In real time, the proxy server captures your keystrokes and instantly injects them into the real Amazon website. The real Amazon servers register the login attempt and immediately send the authentic 6-digit SMS code to your phone. You look at your phone, see the legitimate text message from Amazon, and type the 6-digit code into the fake proxy website. The proxy server captures the code and injects it into the real Amazon site milliseconds before the code expires. The real Amazon servers authenticate the session and generate a cryptographic session token. The hackers intercept and capture this token. They do not need your password anymore. They drop the session token into their own browser, instantly bypassing the login screen entirely. They now possess total, unrestricted root access to your entire Amazon ecosystem. They have access to your saved credit cards, your physical home address, your purchase history, and the administrative controls for every single Amazon Echo, Ring camera, and smart home device in your house. They bypass the ultimate security protocol in exactly 15 seconds by turning your own cell phone into the key. Don't get caught by the next corporate hustle. Hit subscribe and the notification bell right now, and we'll make sure you get the warning before your wallet does. The authentication bypass unlocks the vault, but the corporate policy at number 1 ensures you will never get a single penny of your money back. Number 1. The zero liability gift card laundering loophole. The ultimate nightmare of the Amazon consumer experience occurs after the criminals have breached your account. Once the syndicates are inside, they do not order physical items like flat-screen televisions or expensive laptops to their own houses. Physical items require a shipping address, generate tracking numbers, and leave a massive logistical trail for federal law enforcement to follow. Instead, they exploit the ultimate corporate loophole: untraceable digital gift cards. Operating inside your authenticated account, the criminals use your saved primary debit and credit cards to purchase thousands of dollars in high-value digital gift cards for Apple, Google Play, and various gaming networks. Because these are digital products, Amazon delivers the activation codes to the email address on file instantly. To ensure you remain completely oblivious to the theft, the scammers utilize Amazon's native archive order feature to hide the massive gift card purchases from your primary order history dashboard. They simultaneously set up automated email filters inside your hijacked inbox to instantly delete any order confirmation emails from Amazon. The criminals take the digital activation codes and immediately transfer them to automated dark web auction sites. The codes are sold to anonymous buyers across the globe for cryptocurrency in a matter of seconds. The money evaporates completely into the blockchain. 3 days later, your debit card declines at a grocery store. You check your bank account and realize you are entirely bankrupt. You call Amazon fraud support in an absolute panic, expecting the multi-billion-dollar corporation to protect you. Amazon launches an automated investigation. Their server logs show that the massive gift card purchases were made from a fully authenticated session, using the correct password, and verified by the correct two-factor authentication SMS code. Because the digital product was delivered instantly and the transaction appears perfectly legitimate on their end, Amazon invokes their strict liability clause. They refuse to refund the fraudulent purchases. They claim the security of your password and your cell phone is entirely your responsibility. Your bank reviews the Amazon server logs, sees the authenticated session token, and sides completely with the retail giant. You are left holding the bag. The corporation built a massive digital infrastructure optimized for extreme friction-free purchasing, but they completely refuse to absorb the financial risk when their own ecosystem is weaponized against the consumer. You lose your rent money, you lose your savings, and Amazon keeps the profit from the fraudulent gift card sale. The corporate monopoly wants you to believe their platform is a secure, impenetrable fortress of convenience. You now understand the structural reality. You know how the algorithms manipulate your wallet. You know how the dark patterns extract your consent. You know how the syndicates bypass your security. You must change your behavior permanently. Delete your saved payment methods. Never click a tracking link. Never trust a customer service phone number you found on a search engine. Protect your digital identity with your life, because the corporation will absolutely abandon you the second the money disappears. Click the next video on your screen right now to see the next big secret. We will see you there. Thanks for watching.